The BSA is a UK registered charity and it was founded in 1886. It was the fourth of the foreign schools and institutes to be founded in Athens, the first being the French school in 1846. The purpose of the BSA is to conduct, facilitate and promote research, and it does that across all arts and humanities and social sciences disciplines, specifically obviously in relation to Greece and its wider region. The BSA here in Athens has a number of sections, as we call them. The main building is a small residential hostel, but mainly houses the archive and library. Also on site is the Fitch Laboratory for Science-Based Archaeology. We also have a small satellite research centre down at Knossos, reflecting our long involvement at that site since 1900. So in a normal year, we'd have up to around 400 postdoctoral researchers who use our facilities, both UK-based, Greek-based, and from other countries. We issue about 100 or more permits for study of material in our archive or for study of archaeological materials around Greece and, of course, for archaeological fieldwork. We've worked at well over 100 sites in our long history, some of those actually in Western Turkey, in Cyprus and in North Africa, in both Egypt and Libya. The sites that we're probably best known for here in Greece are Knossos, of course, Sparta and the region around Sparta. One of the goals that we're going to have to realise very shortly, I think, is to make sure that our funding is secure. Second goal, I think it's very important that we engage more and more people from UK higher education institutes to come and use our facilities across all disciplines, not just archaeology. In a normal year, we run a seminar series, which we call the Upper House Seminar. The topics for those range across all of our areas of interest, so archaeology, ancient history, but also anthropology, contemporary Greek politics, etc.
I first came to the British School at Athens as an undergraduate student, and I attended the undergraduate course which teaches the archaeology and topography of Greece, and that's a course that I now get to teach as assistant director to 30 undergraduate students every year, and I hope that the passion that that course inspired for me, that I'm able to hand that on to the next group of students as well.
One of the really pressing, crucial issues in contemporary research, of course, is trying to understand the climate emergency. And the BSA, with its work on some of the more marginal environments in the Aegean, particularly on the islands, for example, is in a good position to contribute to the longer history of human resilience in that area. One of the other areas in which the BSA has been making a contribution already is understanding mobility in the ancient world. This has been done partly through the Fitch Laboratory, where they've been looking obviously at the physical movement of ceramics, but also the people behind those ceramics. By looking at the way in which the ceramics are formed, you can tell that traditions are moving. I think there are probably three words that I'd use to describe the philosophy of the BSA. Tradition is one, an obvious one, because we've been in existence for 135 years now. But the other word that I'd couple with that is innovation. And then the third word would be partnership. The vast amount of the work that we do is done in partnership with Greek institutions, with British institutions, and with institutions around the world. I think the BSA, like the other foreign schools and institutes, make an enormous contribution to the cultural and academic life, not just of Athens, but of the entirety of Greece. The thing that really, I think, gives me the biggest thrill is to see particularly young researchers coming here, beginning their career, having their eyes open to, sometimes for the first time they come to Greece. And that engagement lives with them throughout their careers. We sometimes meet them 20 or 30 years later on when they become donors. They retain this extraordinary affection for the BSA.